Good morning, internet, and welcome back to the channel. It's Monday, it's the 13th of May, and it is, well, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Now, early for me, although in my retired state of life, I am getting earlier to rise and ready. So, the plan for today, because we've had some fantastic weather over the weekend, so the plan for today was I was going over to a lake, and it's not just any old lake. It's got a few bits and pieces, but the scenery around it was great, and the idea was, you know, to get the drone up and all that. And so I've been planning this over the weekend, thinking, you know, what I'm going to do in that. And lo and behold, let me just show you. It is actually about time that we did a weather check channel, eh? So the reason that we're not going to the lake today, or doing anything really today, is because look at this. Now this is, you must admit, this is a very familiar sight, this. I'm just standing in the doorway a bit. It's blowy, it's extremely rainy, and it's certainly not the weather to put the drone up, and it's certainly not the weather to go motorbike riding, not unless you really have to, of course. So today's little venture has been cancelled, which brings me to it becomes very boring, you know, because what can you do? You know, I am not, and far from it, a stay-at-home indoor person. It drives me up the wall, you know. It really does. You sort of, you work all your life and you look forward to your retirement, and then you get there and it rains, which is fine if your interests, and I've said this so many times on my channel, if your interests are inside, you know, then there's not really a problem, is it? Or, you know, if you travel, say, you know, you got a camper van, for instance. I know someone with a camper van who watches me, and it's great because, you know, you can still do your travelling because at least you can keep dry, you know, and you can still, anyway, that's beside the point. So yeah, that's it. So today's ride is cancelled. So this is only a little short video explaining to everybody, or just trying to explain to myself why I'm not doing it. And to be fair, for once, this isn't just the Breton. My daughter and her family, they are down in the Vendée. They went last Wednesday, and their forecast for this week is this. And of course, they've got a little lad, my grandson, God bless him. You know, and he's, you know, he's only young, so he needs to be kept amused, which is great when the weather's good because there's loads to do down here. But she said to me last night, she said, "Dad, you know, what do we do?" We've all been there, girl. We've all been there. So yeah, it is pretty widespread. I mean, if you're down the south of France and into Spain, then it's different. But I'm afraid, for the rest of us, the weather's pretty rubbish. So yeah, so this week I'm hoping to change the GPS system on my Himalayan, because I fitted the Android Auto on it, didn't I? Which I'm not. I've always been Garmin, always, for years. Back when the first Zumos came out in 2005 or 2004, I think it was. I had the original Zumo, which I've still got. It's serviced me all these years, believe you me. That Zumo has taken me everywhere, you know. I have the two mounting kits. When I had my BMW, I mean, that's the original bike that it was fitted to. Brilliant bit of kit. And one thing I love about the Garmin, and I said this in the previous video that I put out the other day, you're always going to have a signal, you know. Okay, people moan, well, they're not that quick and they're not that, well, you know. I found them excellent, you know, and yes, Google Maps is brilliant. It's fantastic. Possibly more detailed than the Garmin maps, but The only trouble is, of course, you need your phone. And, you know, even that one that I've got, the Android Auto, it mimics my phone. It just mirrors the phone. So if the phone hasn't got a signal, it's not that reliable. You know, and you can drop down to the... So the good thing with the Garmin is as well, of course, if I want to go, say I decide, right, I'm going to do my African trip, I'll go to Morocco, yeah? Then the one that I've bought is which, when it gets here, you know, we'll do a little unboxing, shall we, eh? Harry, in Latvia, he likes his unboxings. I'm going to unbox one as well. Anyway, so the one that I've bought, that's got all the European maps on. It's got Morocco and blah, blah. Anyway, you know, the good thing is you haven't got, you know, even if I went to Spain, you know, there's a friend of mine, I'm on about going down next year to see him in Portugal. You know, my phone, if I want it to work with all the maps and that, I've either got to preload, you know, download all the maps, or change SIM cards, which means my original one in France, then one in Spain, then one in Portugal, whereas the Garmin will just work. So it sort of makes sense, you know. And, you know, will I do all this at my age? I don't know. But you've got to have the dream, haven't you? It's got to be there. That's what keeps you going, isn't it? Yeah, of course I'm going to do it. And just peace of mind, really. And, of course, I've always got the phone as a backup system, you know. If I'm just going to nip up the road, I don't have to put the Garmin on. You know, the phone's there, the maps are on my phone anyway. And so the unit that I've got on the Himalayan, I don't know, I could put it on the Transalp maybe, or I could put it on the Meteor, or I could fix it in the car. I don't know. There's possibilities for it. Yeah, or I could sell it. I don't know, we'll see. Because the only trouble is, of course, when you've got your headset on in the helmet, you know, my Cardo system, then that will connect to two things permanently. So one's the phone, and then the other will be the Garmin unit. Now, the only trouble is then, if you get on another bike and it's got the Android system, you've got to pair everything back up again. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so that's that. Covered that. I'm just wanting to get here now, which hopefully it will do sometime this week. Will be really good. What about the skies over the weekend? I mean, what a fan. I never saw it. I missed it, you know. We were like everywhere else. Friday night, the skies here were absolutely out of this world. I mean, I've seen the pictures that people have put on all around us. I was asleep. I mean, dearie me. Still, never mind. I stayed up Saturday night though, because apparently you was going to see it then. Saturday night, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful starry sky, you know. And yeah. Didn't see a thing. But you know what? I'll tell you what gets me. You know, you sit outside of a night, and of course I'm lucky because where I am, which is, you know, in the middle of the countryside, it's killed, the light's dead, so you actually get a fantastic view of the sky. And you can actually see the satellites moving, you know, I don't know, eh? Still. Okay, and I'll tell you something else as well, which I was really impressed with, because obviously we get our internet through Starlink, you know, which I've nothing but praises for. And okay, they on Friday evening, Saturday morning, we all got the notification on our Starlinks that they were in a degraded, I think that's the word they used, anyway, a degraded service. Now, obviously, you know, with that sort of activity in outer space coming out, I suppose it's got to do something. And it's not like their engineers can just nip up the road, put a ladder up and sort it out, is it? You know, it's a little bit more. But I've got to be honest, even though we got this warning about the degraded service, yeah, we dropped a bit of speed down. You know, I think we were hitting 70, 80 opposed to, 120 plus. But you know what? The internet was impeccable. It worked absolutely first class. I mean, I went out on a ride, was it Saturday? I uploaded the video, no problem at all. We spent the weekend, me, the kids, the wife, we're all on different various things, downloading, uploading, watching movies, whatever you want to do. Our internet was great. So, even though, there could have been a potential problem, it slowed it down apparently a bit. But you know what? I think anything over 20 speed I don't think it makes a difference. Well, I suppose, again, depending on what you do. If you're a gamer, I get it. Makes a big difference. Me, no, it doesn't. I think to the general household, no, it doesn't. So although our speeds were so, well done, Starlink. I think the service is brilliant. I love it to pieces. It got us through this geometric storm or whatever they call it, and it worked absolutely great. So yeah, I think it's worth every single penny. Well done, Mr. Musk. Shame Tesla ain't doing so well, but still, never mind, such is life. Right, is that it? I think that's it. Have I waffled on enough? I probably have. Oh, just one more thing. It's as we all know, and it is D-Day this year. It is the 80th anniversary, and I was talking to Pete, who's one of my... We met up last year when I was up in Normandy, and I was chatting to him, not chatting as in chatting, but writing as in writing. But same sort of stuff really, isn't he? Because he's lucky enough to be away, enjoying the sun this week, hopefully. And we're on about that we may meet up for the up in Normandy again for the anniversary. So that'd be good. That'd be good. I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully, because my last year's Normandy trip was absolutely plagued by rain. It was horrible. So if I do it this year, I'm hoping maybe that the weather will be kind to me. I mean, it's not that far away, and the weather certainly doesn't look that good. Anyway, okay. So that's all it is today. It was just a quick one, just a bit of a chat. I hope you're all well. I hope you all had a great weekend. We did. We had a nice barbecue. Got the gardens done-ish. Most of what I could do because I hate gardening. Right, okay. That's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Possibly, well, it will be, hopefully, because this rain apparently is here all week, so I don't think we're going to get out on the bike. But as soon as the Garmin comes, we'll have a look at it, see what's in the box. Okay, and then the next bit will be sticking it on the bike, I suppose. You can drop along and have a look at that. Me bashing my knuckles. The tank's got to come off the Himalayan again. My favourite job. Not, but never mind. Right, that's it. I'm definitely going. As coffee is calling. I'll see you all later. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, the weather's crap. I hope it's better where you are. It's probably not. Right, see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.